Hello, my name is Dongyoon, and I major in physics and astronomy. So one of the most crucial subjects that I have to take is mathematics. And there's this sort of stereotype that my colleagues are really brilliant in mathematics because of their really high scores in their mathematics exam. If this is how you define people as brilliant in mathematics, I would be considered as a failure in maths. So is this true? So there are three options that could have occurred. The first being, I have no mathematical talent. And the second being, Koreans are genuinely good in mathematics. Or thirdly, the Korean education system is just outdated. So let's go to the first hypothesis. Yeah, alright, first hypothesis. You see, when I was a child, my fascination for mathematics began with numbers, being able to count larger and larger number of objects. And it grew, and by high school, while everyone else was busy clubbing, partying, drinking, I was immersed in the world of calculus. And if you could see me then, you could see me with my head buried in books like these. Enough with my childhood, let me tell you the facts. Let me tell you in advance now, I'm not saying this just to boast, but as facts to contradict the first hypothesis. Now, in 2015, I won the gold medal in the Maths Olympiad, and I received an offer to enter the mathematics department in Oxford University, which I declined because of the overwhelming tuition fees. So you can see that, I hope, that the first hypothesis is wrong. Now we move on to the second option. That Koreans are really good in mathematics. But if this were true, why aren't there any Korean Nobel Prize winners? Why aren't there any Korean Fields medalists? In this case, in physics or biology. In that case, there are absolutely no Korean Fields medalists. By the way, a Fields medal is a Nobel Prize equivalent in mathematics. So we know that the second hypothesis is wrong. Now we move on to the third hypothesis. Now I have a feeling that most of you agree with me on this because most of you have been victims of the Korean education system, right? And before I talk deeper into the system, let me tell you a little bit how I view mathematics. See, mathematics is beautiful. The two main aspects of it is as tool or as art. Look how beautiful that identity is. Next, please. In my major, we use it as a form of a language. As you can see in this picture, it may look like some calculation to you, but to me it is like an essay that's telling me a story about, in this case, quantum physics. And so you can have this rough idea of how I view mathematics. But this is not the case in Korea. In Korea, mathematics is viewed as a labor-intensive, compulsory subject to take. And even my colleagues agree. They say that mathematics can be mastered by solving a ridiculous number of practice questions. This is why I call them well-trained. After all, you call a circus lion well-trained, not well-educated. But this does have some positive effects. They do solve exam questions really efficiently. And, so they take the exam, they ace it, but what happens now is that the examiner thinks the questions were too easy, and he just raises the difficulty just by complicating it. And so the students, in result, would solve more practice questions to counter it. So it starts a vicious feedback loop, and that's how we got all the way here. But let me tell you how it's done in other countries. In countries such as France, which is a true powerhouse in mathematics, or in, let's say, Sweden, or in some parts of America, they teach you the concepts, the basic concepts, and that's it. And it's all up to you to solve the questions in your own unique way. Which comes with the condition that the questions shouldn't be as difficult. But doesn't this start with the feedback loop we talked about just now? Well, this is where the hard work of the professors come in. You see, it's really easy to make question more difficult just by complicating it. But really, really good questions lead you in a journey through your mind that helps you to learn much more. It's really fascinating that I crafted many of my solutions through this journey. But these kind of questions are really hard to create, and it won't happen if professors are lazy. So we know that in order to change, there are some difficulties we must face, but if we don't change, we are going to end up with an army of empty-minded, zombie-like machines, which are of no help to humanity in the future. And this is especially difficult given the stubborn culture we have in Korea. But if we do change, imagine the achievements we can make. Our children could be educated as thinkers who have minds of their own, and they would become really bright individuals. And since our children are our future would also be bright. Now, let me end my talk with a quote. If you want to plan a year ahead, plant crops. If you want to plan 10 years ahead, plant trees. If you want to plan a century ahead, educate children. Thank you for your time. So we'll move on to